I know many Lakers fans are feeling discouraged after such a painful loss to the Brooklyn Nets. It's not easy to watch a team with so much potential get beaten so clearly, and when that happens, the criticism comes hard. The question that arises is this loss really a true reflection of the team as a whole? Does the Lakers team really not have what it takes to compete among the best in the NBA? Or are we just witnessing one of those rare, frustrating moments that every team faces at some point in the season? And most importantly, can this be fixed, or are we seeing signs of an impending collapse? I understand that after a bad game, it's natural for people to feel frustrated, especially when expectations are so high. When you think of the Lakers, you think of an elite team, with top-level players and a long tradition of success. So when the team loses like this, it triggers a big emotional reaction. But instead of diving into the frustration of the moment, it's crucial that we step back and look at the bigger picture. And what I see when I look at the Lakers is a team that, despite a painful loss, still has the tools to adjust and move forward with strength. And if you look a little closer, you'll see that throughout the season, the Lakers have shown positive things. Of course, this loss to the Nets was a blow, no doubt about it. But we need to remember that the team was playing without some of its key players. When you lose LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, Jackson Hayes, and Dorian Smith, you're talking about a team that is significantly shorthanded. This isn't an excuse for a loss, but it's an important factor that cannot be overlooked. When you lose LeBron, you're losing much more than just a player. You're losing leadership. You're losing the ability to control the flow of the game and make critical plays at the right moments. Without him, the team's dynamic changes drastically. It's not just the absence of points that hurts, it's the absence of all the impact he has on the game. And that's a detail that often gets overlooked when talking about a loss. When the Lakers face a tough game without these key pieces, the team feels it. And we can't expect other players like Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves to simply fill the void left by LeBron. They're great players, but they don't have the same ability to influence the game so broadly. Austin Reeves, who is a great compliment, ended up not delivering as expected. He and Doncic together had a subpar performance, shooting only 25% from the field. These numbers are striking, but they also reflect a team that was clearly out of sync. Without the necessary pillars to organize the offensive game and defend with the same consistency. While it's clear that the loss was bad, there's more to the story than simply blaming the players or the coach. Looking at the statistics, we see that the team had 22 assists, which in theory isn't a bad mark, but it wasn't enough to maintain a solid offensive flow. The flow of the game, ball movement, and well-executed passes all fall apart when you're missing so many key pieces of your rotation, and that cannot be underestimated. What we are seeing here is a team trying to adapt to a difficult situation, with players being forced to take on more responsibility than they normally would. Now, if you stop and reflect, what becomes clear is that this loss is not the end of the world. Yes, it was frustrating. Yes, it was tough to swallow. But the Lakers have shown throughout the season that they have the potential to overcome difficulties like these. In the past 2 months, the Lakers have the second-best record in the NBA. With 20 wins and only 6 losses, this is a huge indicator that, even when the team is shorthanded, they are still capable of competing at the highest level. That should give any Lakers fan hope. But for that to happen, we need to look at the mistakes and learn from them. Rather than letting frustration take over, the big focus now should be on adjusting the team to maximize what's already working and fix what's not. Looking at the performance of Doncic and Reeves, it's clear that the Lakers are relying too much on isolation ball, which, while effective at times, isn't yielding the desired result when the team is not firing on all cylinders. During the game against the Nets, the team spent too much time trying to solve things individually, and that became one of the reasons for the offensive inefficiency. It's not about eliminating isolation plays, but about not depending on them. When the ball isn't falling, incorporating more quick passes, ball movement, and even running more structured plays could have given the team a better chance of finding rhythm and good opportunities. Additionally, the team's rotation, with the absence of key players, also raised some questions. I know Coach J.J. Redick had to make forced adjustments, but some of the choices were questionable. For example, Alex Len was inserted at crucial moments, but he wasn't able to make a significant impact on the game. If you're looking for more energy in defense, why not give someone like Trey Jemison a chance, or even Christian Coco? They may not have the experience of a veteran, but they have skills that could have helped break the Nets' defense, especially with their mobility and versatility. Christian Coco, with his 7 feet 5 inches wingspan, for example, could have been a great complement to Doncic, helping both defensively and offensively. Perhaps, instead of sticking with players who clearly aren't contributing as expected, the team should be bolder. Sometimes, betting on young talent can be the key to sparking new energy in the team. Cam Reddish, with his defensive abilities and offensive potential, could have been a great experiment in a small ball lineup. Yes, he has his flaws, particularly with shooting, but when you're playing without some of your star players, you need to explore different possibilities. The team can't afford to be limited by a lack of confidence in less experienced players. In an emergency situation, giving these players a chance could be the difference between a win and a loss. Furthermore, the Lakers need to look at what's working in terms of offensive schemes. The over-reliance on isolation plays needs to be adjusted to allow for a more dynamic and fluid offense. Faster passing strategies, ball exchanges, and even running more structured plays could open up more space and create better opportunities for everyone, not just the primary shooters. If the Lakers can adjust this and find a way to stay competitive without depending so heavily on isolation, they have the potential to return to their top-level play and continue their strong stretch of wins. The need for stronger leadership. Losing LeBron James on the floor is a tough blow, but it also highlights a crucial point. The Lakers need someone else to step up as a leader. While LeBron's leadership is irreplaceable, this is the perfect time for other players, like Anthony Davis or Austin Reeves, to showcase their leadership abilities. The team needs a leader to organize, motivate, and bring energy in tough moments. It's a call to arms for those who have the potential to elevate their game when the team is down. Players have to understand that their leadership on and off the court matters. Now more than ever, adapting to injuries, one of the biggest challenges the Lakers face right now is adapting to the absence of key players due to injuries. This is not an excuse, but a reality of the game. The best teams in the league know how to adjust and adapt when they lose key players, and the Lakers must find a way to succeed despite the setbacks. Every player on the roster needs to find a way to contribute to the team's success, whether through defense, playmaking, or scoring. The ability to adapt is crucial for maintaining momentum throughout the season, especially when the injury bug strikes. The power of team chemistry. While individual talent is important, team chemistry is often what distinguishes the good teams from the great ones. The Lakers need to focus on building stronger chemistry, particularly between their stars like Doncic, Davis, and Reeves. Having a great offense isn't just about scoring. It's about understanding each other's tendencies, strengths, and weaknesses. Improving communication and learning to read each other's movements on the court will help the team improve offensively and defensively. Focusing on defense. While offense often gets the most attention, defense is just as important in a team's success. The Lakers have the potential to be a strong defensive team, and this should be a point of emphasis moving forward. Even when the shots aren't falling on offense, defense can help keep the team in the game. The Lakers have the individual defenders to create stops and disrupt the opposition's rhythm. It's about maintaining consistency on that end of the floor to give the offense a chance to find its flow again. Leverage the bench. The bench players have a significant role to play when the stars are out, and the Lakers should use this opportunity to see what their bench is truly capable of. Players like Trey Jemison and Christian Coco, though not as experienced, bring a unique set of skills that can provide depth and energy off the bench. It's time for the coaching staff to give these players more responsibility and see how they can contribute. A strong bench can make a massive difference, especially in games where the stars are struggling or unavailable. Exploring new play styles. The Lakers should experiment with their style of play to see what works best without relying so heavily on isolation ball. Incorporating more off-the-ball movement, cutting to the basket, and running more dynamic plays will help keep defenses on their toes. If the Lakers can balance their isolation plays with structured ball movement, they could become a much more unpredictable offensive team. Having multiple options in their offensive playbook will be key to keeping their opponents guessing. Adjusting game plans on the fly. A key lesson from the loss to the Nets is the importance of making in-game adjustments. Sometimes the initial strategy doesn't work, and that's okay. The Lakers need to be flexible and willing to adapt in real time to what the defense is showing them. If the offense isn't clicking, the team needs to have contingency plans to change the flow of the game. Whether that means switching up the defensive schemes or pushing the pace on offense, flexibility will be crucial to turning things around. The role of coaching. Coach J.J. Redick's ability to make adjustments and decisions on the fly will be tested more than ever. With a roster that has been disrupted by injuries, the coaching staff has to be creative and resourceful in getting the most out of the players available. It's not just about the X's and O's, it's about managing personalities and finding ways to keep players engaged and confident. Strong leadership from the coaching staff will be just as important as the performances on the court. Ultimately, the team still has a lot to offer. Injuries are tough, but they're not insurmountable. The team has good players, a solid defense, and when fully healthy, can compete with any other team in the league. It's not a team in collapse, but a team that, like any other, is going through challenges that need to be faced with courage and strategy. I know the loss to the Nets was hard to swallow, but I'm confident that with the right adjustments, the Lakers can bounce back and continue their journey through the season. So I'd love to know what you think. How do you see the future of the Lakers? What do you think needs to be done for the team to start winning consistently again? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you liked this video, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell. bell so you never miss any future analysis. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.